Mine are 3, 6, and 12. Take me home and love me. For 3, 6, or 12 months. Your choice. Choose your own adventure. Make me yours. Show me your world for 3, 6, or 12 months. So, what are you waiting for? Find your magic number and raise a future guide dog today.
1 in 4 people have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also an actor and advocate for disability inclusion across all aspects of life. The disability community is passionate, strong, powerful. We have so much to offer and deserve to be included in society. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Eat Your Seals is delivering services, advocacy, and local supports that elevate the communities for everyone. That's my Eat Your Seals. Make it yours.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on 8th Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM-TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, August 1st. And in our top story, many countries around the world take place in a 24-hour prisoner exchange. President Joe Biden releases a statement from the White House speaking about this extraordinary historic event.
The United States, Russia, and several other countries have engaged in a 24-hour prison exchange, the largest of its kind since the Cold War, and one in which President Joe Biden was directly involved, according to the White House. On Thursday, there were over 24 detainees that were being transferred, including former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan and former Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. This exchange also frees Alsu Kara-Murza, a Russian-American journalist, and Vladimir Kara-Murza, a legal permanent resident of the United States. The United States President Joe Biden released a statement today from the White House explaining this extraordinary day.
And now, their brutal ordeal is over, and they're free. Moments ago, the families and I were able to speak to them on the telephone from the Oval Office. They're out of Russia. Earlier today, they were flown to Turkey, and soon they'll be wheels up on their way home to see their families. This is an incredible relief for all the family members gathered here. It's relief to the friends and colleagues all across the country who've been praying for this day for a long time. The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request, and I personally thank them all again. And I've thanked them personally, and I'll thank them again. All told, Russia has released 16 prisoners. 8 Russians who are being held in the West will be sent home as well. These 16 prisoners from Russia that Russia has released include 4 Americans, 5 Germans, 7 Russian citizens who are political prisoners in their own country.
According to a senior administration official, President Biden was monitoring the situation in near real time through updates from his national security team and will stay plugged in throughout the entire day. News 25 will update you on these people when they return to the United States and reunite with their families.
And turning back now to local news, we are giving you an update now on the DMV fire that occurred here in Pahrump. Fire Chief Scott Lewis has more.
So the DMV fire, which occurred last week, is under investigation by the Deputy State Fire Marshal's office. And the reason for that is because it's a state-occupied structure. So they're working diligently to make sure all the repairs are made and made it correctly, and so they can reoccupy the structure without incident. From the firefighter standpoint, it was a fire that was up above the sprinkler system, so the automatic suppression system did not function in this case. Crews did a great job in the superheated conditions, which we were just discussing. making sure we rehab them, they exposed the hidden pockets of fire, and made sure it didn't extend throughout the building. If that fire had occurred during the off hours or evening hours, weekends, we could have possibly lost the roof, again, because it was above the sprinkler system. So a lot of good things happened as a result, good timing. We got there in a matter of minutes, extinguished the fire without incident, and everybody remained as cool as possible. Thank you.
And a Las Vegas Metro helicopter makes an emergency landing in a southwest Las Vegas neighborhood. It was due to unknown vibrations and sounds. Rory Rossell reports.
Las Vegas Metro Air 2 made an emergency landing Thursday morning at the intersection of Pebble and Arville. Flight tracking data shows the aircraft took off from a North Las Vegas airport around 9:15 a.m. and landed on Pebble Road just west of Arville at 10:07 a.m. The helicopter made a safe landing and no injuries were reported, and there was no reported property damage. Pebble Road between Arville and Cameron was closed while the repairs were being made to the helicopter, and around 1:30 p.m. the helicopter was fixed and cleared from the scene.
And in light of and in connection to those unprecedented international hostage releases, there's also a new update regarding a Level 3 and Level 4 travel advisory in Iran and beyond. Anthony Roberts reports.
The U.S. Department of State has raised the travel advisory for Iran to a level 4, do not travel, which is the highest level obtainable. According to the advisory, this is due to the risk of terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and the arbitrary arrest of U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens should not travel to Iran for any reason. U.S. citizens visiting or residing in Iran have been kidnapped, arrested, and detained for spurious charges. Iranian authorities continue to unjustly detain and imprison U.S. nationals, particularly dual national U.S. Iranian nationals, including students, journalists, business travelers, and academics, on charges including espionage and posing a threat to national security. Iranian authorities routinely delay consular access to detained U.S. nationals and constantly deny consular access to dual U.S. Iranian nationals. Lindsey Graham, a senator from South Carolina, has promoted a bill to cut Iranians' income from oil sales and warns that the U.S. is on the verge of a major conflict with Iran.
They're trying to stop further attacks against the Jewish state, and I do believe the best way to get the hostages released is make the cost of doing business so high for Iran they will change course. If you find conditions exist that there's an imminent breakout, that there is a real threat that Iran would acquire not only a nuclear capability, but the means to deliver it. So Secretary Blinken is speaking truth here. There's an unclassified report, and there's the classified portion regarding Iran's malign activity in terms of terrorism, but also of their nuclear program. What I read really bothered me, and that's why I'm here today. I believe that we're on the verge of a major conflict over the Iran nuclear program, where Israel will be forced to act in a decisive manner sooner rather than later. And the absence of red lines by the United States has led to aggression by Iran on the nuclear front, and it's time to reset.
And there's more news from the campaign trail when News 25 returns.
If this is your wreck, you need a check. If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check. Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
At Saida Trudeau, we have a commitment to integrity. We treat you like a neighbor, not a number. We want to earn your friendship, trust, and business for life.
We strive to offer the most competitive pricing, consistently checking nationwide to ensure the best prices.
Life gets busy. Don't add to your stress. Whether you need sales, service, or auto body repair, we're conveniently just minutes away. You can even make an appointment online.
Buying at Saida Trudeau keeps your tax money local for roads, schools, and emergency services. Not to mention, you'll pay a lower sales tax here in Nye County.
We have Nye County's largest inventory and access to thousands more. If we don't have the car, truck, or SUV you're looking for, we will find it for you.
We service all makes and models. Our mechanics are Chrysler and ASE certified, giving you confidence and peace of mind.
Cider Trudeau is the only locally veteran-owned and operated franchise dealership in Nye County. We are proud to call Pahrump home. Come visit us in person or give us a call at 775-455-3435.
Find us online at CiderTrudeau.com and like us on Facebook.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering purpose and belonging well-earned. Fighting and winning for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis. Always faithful. Always Marine.
Imagine a disease that affects more than 10 million Americans, yet few know its name. I'm talking about lymphedema, LE. Many people, like my mom, get it as a result of cancer treatment and afterwards face a lifetime of swelling and pain. The cruel irony is many times its severity can be lessened only if you learn about it and act in advance. If you're at risk, ask your doctor about lymphedema. Take this as your chance to learn and live.
Oh, my power bill. What? Willie!
Wait, you don't have to be ruthless to save energy. Turn off unnecessary lighting, unplug unused devices and appliances. Set your thermostat to be more efficient. For more information, go to vea.coop.
Look, Maggie, this month is much better.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Lerner and Rowe. Get your check. Get Lerner and Rowe.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Lerner and Rowe. Get smart. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, lots of news for you now from the campaign trail. The presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, the current Vice President Kamala Harris, actually makes remarks today regarding negotiations that have been ongoing that the Biden-Harris administration successfully used to bring home Americans who were detained in Russia. And Harris also speaks to a large conglomerate of African-American sorority members, the members of Sigma Gamma Rho, as she speaks about her campaign initiatives. Meanwhile, President Trump addresses individuals at the National Association of Black Journalists conference, and he was stated to have made controversial remarks about Vice President Harris's ethnicity. And meanwhile, Nevada U.S. Senate candidate Sam Brown campaigns with the Republican VP nominee J.D. Vance during his time here in the Silver State. News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers joins us from the Strip with an electoral message from those two war veterans.
Nevada serves as one of 7 crucial swing states leading up to Election Day on November 5th. During Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance's Las Vegas rally, the nominee, along with Trump-endorsed U.S. Senate candidate Sam Brown, spoke of their support for all Nevadans from all backgrounds. The two war veterans offered the following heartfelt message from their campaign flight from Las Vegas to Reno as they vie for the White House.
Nevada has suffered so many hardships under the policies of Kamala Harris. The border is wide open. There's a lot of drugs in our communities that shouldn't be here. There's a lot of kids who just want a good education, but Kamala Harris is in bed with the teachers' unions instead of trying to improve the education system for Nevada's children.
Nevada's public school system ranks as one of the weakest in the nation.
We're on our way from Las Vegas to Reno because hardworking Nevadans need a champion who will work for our benefit. I don't know anyone who understands what service to country looks like more than J.D. Vance. President Trump, who's literally been under fire for us.
Vance served in the U.S. Marines, while Brown served in the U.S. Army.
So excited to be part of helping them win in Nevada. We'll also win the U.S. Senate race.
Look, guys, we got a great guy here in Sam Brown. He's going to make a great United States Senator for your state.
The GOP VP nominee is the first U.S. veteran that served in Iraq or Afghanistan to make it on the presidential ballot.
I'm thrilled to be here campaigning with Sam. We've got to win this election and make life better for people. That's what this whole thing's about.
Reporting under the bright lights of Sin City, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
And Vice President Harris says she's eager to debate former President Trump. However, that debate is actually going to be in question because Trump has not confirmed whether or not he will accept the actual invitation from Harris. And we bring you fair and balanced coverage here at News 25. So regardless of your political affiliation, we want you to register to vote and exercise your right to vote. So go to new voter information that can be found for you to register at vote.nv.gov. And turning back now to area news, we have some tips for you from Great Computer Deals to help keep your computer safe. The message today is how you can stay away from number scams.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. We're going to continue right along. We're talking about online scams. If you watch some of our other videos, we've kind of described some of the scams that are out there. We talked about the fake antivirus / fake tech support scam. Last video we talked about phishing scams where companies are asking for your contact information and you find out it's just a fraudulent company trying to mine your bank account numbers and your usernames and passwords. Today what we're talking about are fake 800 number scams. And this one is really, really tricky because usually a scam will come in the form of a pop-up or an email or a phone call. This one, the customer kind of stumbles into it accidentally. Let's give you just a little example here. Let's say that you bought an HP printer and it's not working correctly. You need actual legitimate tech support from HP themselves. How do you get a hold of them? Well, oftentimes what people do is they go on Google or they get out their phone, they do a little search for HP toll-free number. They're typing that in and a number pops up and they go, oh, there it is. And they call that number. But guess what, guys? Oftentimes, those numbers are not legitimate. These scammers are posting their own 800 number and posing as companies that you supposedly know. HP, Canon, Norton, they're all fake, and when you contact them, you're already set up from the get-go because you think this is legitimate because you searched for the number. They didn't contact you, you called them, so it's gotta be real, right? It's not. So here's what you gotta do. Don't do a internet search or Google search for a toll-free number. Go directly to the legitimate site of that company. So for this example, we're talking about HP. Go to hp.com, the official site. And while you're on there, go to their contact us page and find the phone number to call. Then you know you're actually talking to the correct company. Because people are getting really taken advantage of in these situations. We had a guy in just the other day, he lost access to his Facebook account and his buddy thought he was helping him out by doing a search for Facebook's toll-free number. And guess what? He literally handed his friend a scammer's phone number and said, trust these guys, they'll help you out. And this person lost a lot of money. Don't be the next one, guys. Pay attention, go to the legitimate site, get it directly from the horse's mouth, and you'll be in good shape. And of course, if you ever have questions about any of these scams, you can give us a call. 775-990-8833 is our number, or you can stop by the store and talk to us in person. We have your back. We're here to help you guys out. Stop by sometime. Keep watching these videos. We're going to keep talking about all the threats that are out there and what you can do to avoid them. Catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.
And the Olympics are still underway. Congratulations to Simone Biles for her individual and team gold medal wins. We also have news about a local Olympic medalist when News 25 returns.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE-certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumPcars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumPcars.com.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie. On the road again. To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
With the help of my VA care team, I'm reaching new heights.
Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm Gunny with Gunny's AC. Is there a strange noise coming from your system or not quite working right? Then it's time to call Gunny's AC to find out what it is and have us repair it. Their service call is only $75, and that $75 is waived if you have us do the repairs. Call Gunny's at 775-727-6800. That is Gunny's 727-6800, license number 78175.
With the current economic uncertainty, investments in silver and precious metals are a great way to protect your future. It's 1898 in New Mexico. One of the most famous train robberies is about to take place. Notorious outlaws Bronco Bill and Kid Johnson forced their way onto a train carrying more than $50,000 in Morgan silver dollar coins. Most were never found. Until now, we have uncovered a secret stash of Morgan silver dollars, identical to the coins stolen by the famous bandits. These rare coins can be yours. 800-975-9064. Each coin carries a pulse-pounding Wild West history. For the first time ever, we are selling these rare coins by the pound, sent discreetly inside a limited edition collectible velvet sack. Act now and receive a replica Bronco Bill wanted poster to pass down this incredible story from generation to generation. Own a bag of these silver dollar treasures before they become a part of someone else's collection. Call today, 800-975-9064. That's 800-975-9064.
Oh, my power bill. What?
Wait, you don't have to be ruthless to save energy. Turn off unnecessary lighting, unplug unused devices and appliances. Set your thermostat to be more efficient. For more information, go to vea.coop.
Look, Maggie, this month is much better.
Shake off the COVID blues and revitalize your home. It's time to get those carpets, tile, and upholstery looking good again. Call Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning. Now that things are opening up, friends and family are back together. Call Todd's to make sure your home looks its best. Todd specializes in carpets, upholstery, tile, grout, draperies, area rugs, and carpet repairs. They even clean your garage and driveway. Call a local company with a quality reputation you know and trust. Todd's Carpet and Tile Cleaning, 702-595-0488.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Happy retirement, Dad.
Thank you very much.
So, Dad, what are you gonna do next?
We just miss being around kids.
And we aren't done yet.
Milton Hershey School house parents? What's that?
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose.
How will you afford to move?
Can we even visit you guys while you're in Hershey?
Oh, you can come visit.
And we'll save even more money because we won't have to pay for housing, utilities, and meals.
And the school provides everything we need to make a difference in these kids' lives.
We won't be alone. There'll be people like us from all over the country helping care for these students.
You're set on it, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's a new chapter for you, and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, when the power goes out, who answers the call? There might be more people involved than you think. That's why Valley Electric Association is sharing more about the people behind your power.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Have you ever wondered how your co-op ensures you have reliable electricity? We count on a team with many skill sets to make it happen every day. Line workers, engineers, computer programmers, accountants, and more. We work together to get the job done. Let's face it, most of us only think about electricity when ours goes out. So let's take a look at the people who work to restore your power during an outage. Typically, when the power goes out, a consumer member, like you, calls to report the problem. Your call is taken by a co-op member service representative who reports the outage in our system. Member service representatives are proactive problem solvers. After the outage is pinpointed in our system, a line crew is dispatched. Line workers serve on the front lines to ensure you receive reliable power. When an outage is reported, they go straight to the site to determine if repairs and additional equipment are needed. Typically, utility poles, transformers, or power lines may need to be replaced. They work safely as a team to correct the problem. While line workers are out in the field resolving the problem, the communicator back at the co-op will post information about large outages on our social media pages. After the line crew makes necessary repairs, they call a dispatcher to let them know the work is done. To ensure the problem is fully resolved, a member of our team sends a ping to the affected electric meters to confirm the signal is good and your power is flowing as it should be. The end result? Happy co-op members. Whether we're restoring a power outage, conducting a safety demonstration at a local school, or building electric service for our newest of members, it takes a variety of skills and people to keep the co-op running smoothly. And you, our members, are at the heart of everything we do.
And now here's Mikey with your weekend road trip tip.
Looking to get away this weekend? Right here in the paradise of Pahrump, the Pahrump Valley Museum. The Pahrump Historical Society was established in 1991 by Harry Button Ford and Charles Gallivan. The Pahrump Valley Museum is the result of many years of planning by this dedicated group. See what life was like in early Pahrump. Exhibits include early farming and mining equipment, early man, exploration, and the Old Spanish Trail, 1776 to 1848. Items from the cowboy and pioneer family lifestyles, Pahrump historical and political items, and Native American artifacts. Check out Marilyn's favorite room, the train room, and she's the museum director. The garden graces the front entrance to the museum and is maintained by the Pahrump Valley Garden Club. They have a costume from the movie Mars Attacks, which was filmed in the area. They even have coins and a concrete bunker door where Teddy Binion hid his fortune. The museum is located at 401 East Basin Avenue. Give them a call, 775-751-1970. Oh, and don't forget, admission is free.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Learner and Row weather cam, and we have heavy cloud cover, and there might be scattered showers in the area coming from the southeast. We'll take a closer look in weather after the break.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. We've been honored to be recognized by Best of Las Vegas and receive the Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
And good evening, Nevada. I'm Rory Rosell here from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and streaming everywhere at KPVM.TV and now Roku. Taking a look at Nevada, and up in northern Nevada, Fernley is at 100 degrees, Fallon is at 103, Carson City at 97, Tonopah at 95, Beatty at 103 degrees, Emergos at 107, Las Vegas at 105, and Death Valley is sitting at 118 degrees. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it is currently 102 degrees today. The high today just a little while ago was 103. It was mostly cloudy today, wind blowing south-southwest at 9 miles per hour, humidity 17%, and the sun rose this morning at 5:51 and is going to set tonight at 7:48 p.m. The humidity raises up to 30%, and the wind continues to blow southeast at 9 miles per hour. The low tonight's going to be 83 degrees, and with mostly cloudy skies. Let's take a look at the rest of the week. It looks like we're going to have mostly clouds throughout the rest of this week into next week, but our weekend is clear and we are staying in the triple digits. We have a small chance of rain on Friday at 15%, and on Monday we are staying at 109 degrees when everybody goes back to school. So kids and parents, make sure to stay hydrated, and back to the desk, here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Rory, and everyone stay safe out there, especially if those roadways get slick in the rain. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best